Everybody, it is Sunday night. It's 8 o'clock Central Time, 9 o'clock Eastern Time when we go live. I go live for Creator Talk Live. I'm glad you are here. If you're watching on the replay, Team Replay in the chat. Hashtag Team Replay in the chat. I appreciate y'all being here. I see Bloom and Cheese in the house early. I've got a pretty decent announcement tonight. So something that veterans of my show already know. If you were a member of my channel and you were on my Zoom call this week, I've already announced it. And I'm pretty excited about it, honestly. I'm pretty excited about it. It means tonight's show might be a little short. So I'm going to talk about this show, Disney Creators Live, moving forward into next year and what I'm going to do with that. And I've been thinking about it a lot. And then my new show that starts, frankly, this week. Next week, I suppose, is the better way to say that. So I'm really excited about it. And I see a bunch of people popping in the chat. So I'll probably restate it here in just 5-10 seconds. But I'm glad you guys are here. Maui Blog in the house, Emily Rose in the house, Caitlin Make It Blue in the house. Welcome in, everybody. I see a bunch of people not in chat, but the numbers are there. So I appreciate you guys being here. So again, couple announcements coming at you in the next 2 or 3 minutes. What I'm doing with this show for the rest of this year, but also more importantly for 2021. Will Disney Creators Live continue? When will it continue? What kind of creators am I going to have on here? And then also the new show that I've got coming soon. But again, let's say hi to everybody in chat. Pearl Manhattan in the house. Lynn Project in the house. Captain Akron, don't call me Akron in the house. Hello, party people to you. Yeah, members, Caitlin and Lynn, excuse me. Thanks for being members. Boy, I'm losing my voice. Use those emojis. Have some fun with that. I'm going to pull this up in chat. As you know, I don't have mods currently. So I've got to pull it up on this other device here so I can make sure we get rid of any trolls. James Garcia in the house. Corner Sports in the house. Welcome in. I am really glad to see so many friendly faces in there. Anna in the house. What's going on, Anna? 2 a.m. here. That's right. Ireland, right? Is that what you told me? All the way from Ireland. So here's the deal. As some of you who know me very well, it's hot, by the way. Ooh, it is hot here. And it's hot where I'm from. My off topic, where I used to live, is on fire. Not where I live, but the mountains above where I live is on fire. I've been watching Southern California news all day long. So if you're in SoCal, praying for you. Hope everything's good. Anyway, so 2020 isn't done yet, but when you do so, hey, Tiana in the house. What's going on? Welcome in. When you plan a show like this, you got to plan it out. And, you know, I'm looking on my board and all of September is taken up. All of October minus the holidays is taken up. And one holiday weekend and a couple of days where I'm out of town. Then we've got November and then we got December. November, December are short weeks, obviously, or short months, excuse me, because, you know, I don't plan for the Thanksgiving weekend and the Christmas weekends shows. So what does that mean? It's time for me to decide what I want to do with 2021. Now, a lot of you know that I've been thinking about doing a DVC show. DVC is Disney Vacation Live. I've had a couple of reasons why I want to do it and a couple of reasons why I wasn't so sure if I was the right person for me, quite the right show for me to do. And if I was going to do a different show, which show was I going to take away? Because I frankly don't have another night that's open. I do my shows later than most people for a reason. I run an after-school program, and we do things after school. So I get home when I get home. And we've obviously had a less busy time recently, but the world's going to get normal and I'm going to get busy. And so I've got a plan for 2021. And so do I want to continue this show, Disney Creators Live? Now, let's just talk about it. There's a bunch of reasons that I did want to continue this show. And then there's some other reasons why I thought, maybe not. So when I first started getting some traction on this channel, and I see everybody in chat. I will say hello to everybody here in a minute. Hey, Mouse Talk. Hey, James Garcia. What's going on? Hey, Dean Turkey Lakes. So use those emojis. Thanks for being a member. I guess I just said hi to you now. When I first started to get a little bit of attraction, it was good 2 years ago and a year and a half ago, whatever. And it was a trivia show. And I had a bunch of people that I really, really liked that were doing trivia shows. And so when I started doing the trivia show, I didn't know about those other trivia shows. And then they started popping up more and more. And I didn't want to be part of, 12 different trivia shows. And so I decided to let that fall by the wayside and find some other places. And I think that there's a lot of interview shows out there now. There's a lot of Disney interview shows. So I was probably, somebody's ringing my doorbell. There's a lot more Disney interview shows now than there's ever been. And I thought, so should I continue to go that way? Should I continue to do that? When I first started what I called at the time DizTube, what I'm now calling Disney Creators Live, I wanted to be about bringing people to my attention and to your attention, and to just introduce new people and have creators on and talk about them and promote them and share with them. My favorite comment that I get at the end of a show or maybe on a Monday morning is, hey, I didn't know them, and now I'm a big fan of that channel because of you or whatever, or not because of me, because I introduced them to you or whatever. I really like that. And I think I can still do that, but I've got to take it another step. And so I've decided to keep this show and keep the show on Sunday for 2021, but it's going to be a tad different. And it might not even be something. Yeah. Did you hear the ring? Man, it was loud, right? It kind of startled me, actually. I want it to definitely be, hey, VP, what's going on? Hey, Mar, what's going on? Welcome in. I want it to be something where I'm finding people who aren't already known in our Disney YouTube community. Now, sometimes that means the Disney community that I'm well aware of, right? There's a bunch of Disney YouTubers out there that I think that our community doesn't know still, but there's also podcasters, there's artists, there's even bloggers. And I've had a few of those, Bryson for the Love of the Mouse. They're more of a blogger. I've had them on. I've had a couple podcasts on. Next week, we have a podcaster on. So I'm going to try. What I'm saying to you is in this space, this Sunday night space for me on my channel is going to continue in next year doing the same thing, but I'm going to try to expand. Hey, Rally Creative. I'm going to try to expand it outside of what I think is, hey, Doofly Crew, what's going on? I was just thinking about you guys today. I want to expand it outside of who I think my viewers already know. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to get it wrong sometimes. Sometimes I'm going to, and I guess what I'm saying is I'm going back to what I wanted the show to be originally. I mean, part of it has been a good problem, frankly. It's not even a problem. A happy, I didn't see that coming. As I got to know people in this community, it became I was bringing my friends on the show, which I love. But I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be a show. My original idea and a year and a half into it idea is not bring on my friends and have a gab fest. I'm nothing wrong with that. It's not what I want. I want it to be about introducing people to other Disney creators. Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense. I want it to be something that I'm providing value to the guest, but also to the viewers and my friends and people who watch the channel. So I hope that makes sense. And as I was thinking about what to say tonight, I thought, do I even need to have this show to explain it? I just felt the need to. It's probably more, I don't know, cathartic is the right word, but maybe it's for me because I was pretty close to saying never mind on the show. And one of the reasons I was going to say never mind on the show is I really wanted to do, and I still want to do, a Disney Vacation Club show. And I've talked about it a bunch. I've told people I'll be doing something at some point. Bill's in the house. I just see you, Magic Mouse TV. I thought about talking to Bill about doing a podcast with him. I've talked to Tommy. I've talked to VP Sean. I've talked to Kelly. I've talked to a bunch of people, frankly, and I'm sure I'm leaving some out. Not only just to pick their brain to see what they wanted, I am going to do a DVC show starting next week. Disney Vacation Club, a weekly show starting next week. Now, it's going to be at 10 o'clock my time, not Central Time, 11 o'clock Eastern Time. I like that time slot during the week because it's after hours. It's after work. I've come home. I've hugged the family. I've, had dinner, and boom, then I can really concentrate. So it didn't fit for me on the weekend because, frankly, I do a Saturday morning show, and then I don't do anything until now, frankly, 2 shows on Sunday. And I do that on purpose because I want to have the weekend for my family. I've got 3 grandkids and I've got 4 daughters, 2 of which don't even live at the house anymore. And then the 2 kids at my house and my wife. And I want it to be us to have a family weekend. So a morning show on Saturday, 2 shows on Sunday. I don't feel like that touches my family time at all. Does that make sense? So there wasn't really a place on the weekend. So the announcement is what the announcement is. Tuesday night, starting this week, DVC, Disney Vacation Club Talk. Now, let's talk about that. I am by no means a DVC expert. I have a tiny little contract. They don't even give me a blue card. I have a tiny little contract. I'm just a guy who likes to go and wants to know more and wants to share it with you. So the idea of my DVC show, again, a weekly show, it'll probably be an hour show. I'll start it off with a half hour, but you guys know me. I talk a lot. So it'll probably be an hour show. Half hour minimum, hour maximum. I won't go more than an hour just because I don't want to. And it's going to be talking about DVC. So places I've stayed, places I want to stay. Sometimes I'll have on a guest, places they've stayed. Hey, what did you do when you stayed at Saratoga? Hey, what did you do at the Poly? Somebody will review Ohana. Maybe it'll be me. Somebody will review, I don't know, all the things. And I don't need to be the expert. I need to bring people on. I'll share my stuff. Heck, this isn't the most recent one. I love this little magazine. If you're a DVC member, you know what this is. It's a quarterly, I believe, magazine. I think this is from last year. Yeah, it's winter 2019. It was just the one that was on the pile. Frankly, we'll go through this and we'll talk about it because I think it'll be something that the DVC, Disney Vacation Club members, will enjoy, talking about their favorite resort or their next place they want to stay or those special events. Or, they have Moonlight Magic events. We'll talk about the upcoming Moonlight Magic event. We'll talk about the Moonlight Magic event that just happened. We'll talk about the special things they have at the holidays for DVC members. There's lots of things that Disney Vacation Club members are going to enjoy hearing about and talking with me about. I hope. And then it'll also be kind of a salesy thing, not that I'm selling, but people who are thinking about buying in, right, to DVC, they're going to want it even more. Does that make sense? So I know I have not talked to chat here in very much, quite some time here, but I'm excited about that. So let me talk to chat and then I will reiterate what's going on this show, why there's no guest tonight, talking about the guests for 2021. I'll kind of just restate for anybody who popped in because I see the numbers have moved pretty decently since we started. Dufley Crew saying hi. Mara Memphis. Lynn, I'm reading the group chat, just not texting. Her Shining Stars group. I love it. I think that's a fan. Oh, thank you, Caitlin. Is that Caitlin? Thank you, Caitlin. Thank you, Ms. Myers. It makes sense to me, Jeff. I'll get good. This has been an explosion in Disney. There has been an explosion in Disney products. I think I'm caught. Okay, here we go. I just signed the contracts to sell my DVC. It's in the 45-day right of first refusal. You're selling it or you're buying one? I'm DVC says, well, boy, Walt and Melissa, Mouse Talk, you guys are crushing it. I didn't get to pop in today, but so happy for you guys. Mickey Bunch is in the house talking about them a little bit. Yeah, Raleigh Creative. Good. So I'm really excited about it. I want to get to know DVC better. I want to feel like I'm too far away. Let me scoot this up. That's better. I want to get to know DVC better. I know I've got 3 trips planned between now and the spring. With COVID, who knows if we're even going to do any of them, let alone all 3 of them. TTV streamer. Are mods gone? Don't we? No wrenches. I got rid of all my mods, TTV. Anyway, I just want to do it. I want to talk more. I mean, frankly, I could just read through, not that I would read it to you, but we could just go through this and I would have a blast. And I think you guys would have a blast. And I don't mean this one specifically. This one's a year old, but there's so much DVC news. And frankly, I've made a couple connections. I've got some friends who are at a couple of the resorts now and then, couple cast members now and then. Couple that work for DVC, one is in the chat, and a couple others that some of you may or may not know. So I want to bring some inside stuff as I learn it, and I hope that sounds good to you. Disney Creators Live will continue in 2021. If you were here at the beginning, you're just going to hear me repeat this now. I'm excited about it because I'm going to go back to the roots of what I thought DizTube would be. DizTube, now Disney Creators Live, was me sharing with you their YouTube channel and whatever. And again, I became friends with, and I'm honored about this. I'm proud of this. It threw a wrench in my plan because I was bringing on my friends, which I love. I'm not complaining. That's a beautiful thing. But I want it to be where I'm introducing. I want Disney Creators Live, my weekly show. I still want it to be my flagship show. I still want it to be my main show. I want to be one of the guys who introduces you guys to more channels and more Disney creators. And so I've played with a little bit the podcast world and the artist world. Mark Daniel was on. He doesn't really have a YouTube channel. I'm trying to branch outside of YouTube. Obviously, it's a YouTube channel, so the best place to promote a YouTube channel is YouTube. So we'll still bring YouTube channels, but I'm hoping to have less of, the crew that we all know. I mean, nothing against all our friends, right? We all love each other, and that's why we come. But I want it to be introducing new channels and new Disney creators to you guys. I hope that makes sense. I really, really, really do. So let's get caught up in chat. Let me see. Jeff is the only mod. Yeah, I'm the only one. TTV streamer. No mods on this channel. TT, I don't know who you are, but yeah, if you were a mod, nobody is anymore. Don't take it personally, or take it personally. This sounds great. I have some insight for you. Yeah, Tommy, you're one of the people I'm going to reach out to, buddy. I have a little list, and you're right at the top. Dupli, we have DVC. It's great. We toured a 3-bedroom. See, that's the kind of stuff like I can have Well, Tommy, I can have Tommy on. I can have the Dupley crew on, and they can talk about their experiences and share that with people. Again, that'll be Tuesday nights, 10 o'clock my time, 11 o'clock Eastern time, DVC show. That starts this Tuesday. Now, the first 5 minutes will probably be me introducing it again. And then again, Disney Creators Live continues. This week's guest had a family issue. We talked 3 days ago, and she had a family issue that she knew wouldn't be done by today. So we'll have her back. But next week we have a podcaster. The week after that, we have a Funko Pop collector. And then the week after that, we have a podcaster. So I'm kind of already morphing the show that way. Does that make sense? Hey, Anthony, how are you, buddy? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, thank you, Caitlin. I enjoyed the Mark week also. That was a good time for me. I hope it was a good time for you. See, DVC intrigues and confuses me at the same time. See, there you go. And so I've been on a show. It might have been on Walt's channel. I was on somebody's show, or it might have been Shep's show, the Shep family. Doesn't matter whose channel it was. And I was by far not the expert. I'm a Disney Vacation Club fan more than an expert. Does that make sense? So I just want to do more. I think it's, and my co-host will know this. Anybody who's a co-host of mine, hold on. They know that at the end of the show, my first thing I ask is, did I provide value? And I really, really believe the DVC show will be able to provide value. Yeah, I'm hoping to branch out. Exactly, Walt. Exactly. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Oh boy, I'm not watching the Funko Pop show. Yeah, not next weekend, but the weekend after that is Forever Freaky Funko. We're bringing him back, and I'm really excited about that. So anyway, that's what I wanted to tell you guys. I hope you guys will support the DVC show, and I hope you will like the direction I'm going to take this. Honestly, I don't know that people would even notice the change if I hadn't mentioned it, but I just thought it was important to share. I would gladly talk sometime, have a lot of, yeah. So by the way, I'm going to drop in my, or I should pull it up. I have a Slack channel for anybody who wants to join the Slack channel. I'm going to pull it up right now so I can send you an invite, because there will be a Disney Vacation Club channel on the channel for this show and for anybody who wants it. And that's where I'm going to frankly do a video probably tomorrow, inviting people to get involved in the show. And if you want to be a guest, I'm pretty easy to have, to say yes. Basically, I just need to know that you've been on a show before, you have the decent lighting, you're not afraid to talk. So that kind of thing. So if you're interested in that, I will try really hard to drop the link right now. If I can hit the right buttons. There we go. There we go. Hold on. Boom. All right, so there's a link to the Slack channel, and on there'll be a Disney Vacation Club channel. I just dropped it. You can see it right there. And then that will be where I will invite people to join the show. So if you're a DVC member, Gonzo, love you too, buddy. If you're a DVC member, or you're just interested somehow, if you have some insight, and you want to be on the show, that'll be the place to do it. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I'm very, very, very excited about this opportunity and this show. And again, so next week, Polka Dot Podcast. The week after this, Forever Freaky Funko. I'm looking at the sheet. The week after this, actually, Disney Dude. We might have to be changing that one too. But I'm very excited about it. Does that make sense? I hope it does. That's it. DVC show starts Tuesday night. Yes, I'm going to have sponsors. Yes, I'm going to get serious about that. I've had some before. We'll have some again. If you're interested, I'm going to do an email about that and a video about that too. But mostly this is just me. Hey, Kadani-chan, this is me. You're going to love the DVC show. I hope you do anyway, buddy. You're one of the people that I thought about. So that's it. That's it for tonight. That's my show for right now. Disney Creator Talk, back normal next week with another guest. And then in about an hour and 10 minutes, Creator Talk Live with me and Lynn. So questions, comments, concerns, drop in the chat right now. We'll go for about 5 minutes. I'll answer any questions you guys have about this moving forward or about DVC. That's really all I wanted to say tonight, though. Gonzo's saying hi. I know Disney Resorts, DVC, not so much. It's okay. We'll get you there. DVC show. Yeah, baby. Terry Rose, hello. What's up? Yeah, Terry, welcome in. I just made some announcements. I'll do it again real fast. Starting this Tuesday Disney Vacation Club show. Going to be a live show every week, 11 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock. I'm repeating myself for the new people who popped in. And this show will continue, but with a little bit of a twist that, again, may or may not have even been noticed if I not mentioned it. I'm going to try my best to be bringing you guys people that you don't already necessarily know. Now, that doesn't mean, hey, if the Tim Tracker comes calling, you're going to know who he is. I still would have him on the show. But I mean, people. I'm trying to bring people outside of our little community. Hope that makes sense. Gee, it's a short show tonight. Yeah, I don't have a guest, and I'm not just going to make you listen to me yak the whole time. I always feel what? Where'd it go? I always feel informed. Oh, thank you. Well, that's what honestly, I appreciate that more than you probably know. I don't mind the shows where we just sit there and chat, but they're not my jam. I want it to be informative. I want it to be fun. I hope I make you laugh. I hope I make you smile. But if I'm not informing you on something, I'm like, oh, I'm wasting their time. So I guess that's where I'm at. I really love our community, but I don't want my show to be talking to each other. Does that make sense? Let me know in chat. What you think. I mean, I would be interested. And again, it is, what time is it? So in about an hour, a little more than an hour, Lynn Project, who's in the chat, and me will be talking about this thing that is YouTube, this thing that is growth, talking about growing an income and growing a following and growing your skills here on YouTube and other content places. And tonight we're going to be talking about the tools. So I'll be talking about TubeBudy and Epidemics Down, and Lynn will be talking about her favorite things. Some of the things we've already talked about. Hey, Brian and Amanda, welcome in. So glad to see you guys here. So if you're a creator or you want to become a creator or you want to know how to grow, we're just learning it together. I don't consider myself an expert by any means, but I've got some access to some tools, and I can recommend some, and I can also say, that one doesn't work so much. And I hope by doing that, you guys come to us and help us with that too. Make sense? Yeah, there you go. Lynn's using I love it. Lynn's using the emoji for Creator Talk Live. So we don't have any questions. I think that's it. I'm not going to make you sit here for an hour while I tell the same story 4 times. I don't want to be disrespectful to my audience. So that's it. Questions, comments, concerns. I'll take it for another 2 minutes, and then I'm going to say goodbye, and I'll be back in another hour for Creator Talk Live with me and Lynn talking about the tools. Love TubeBuddy. Rally, I do too. If you're not using TubeBuddy already, you need to be. We'll be talking about that. Analytics, exactly. We're going to talk about all that stuff. And we'll have some Q&A tonight. We try to not go more than an hour, hour and a half. So we'll have Q&A at the end if me and Lynn get all our stuff out. With me, I talk a lot. But TubeBuddy is my favorite tool. We'll definitely be talking about that tonight. By the way, www.tubebuddy.com/Dole Whip for your free download. You can get a free download without that, but if you end up buying it, they give me a nice percentage of it if you buy it. So please do that. I think that's it, guys. I don't see any questions. Let me see. Hi, Jeff. I joined Slack the other night. I guess I did it right. You did. I saw you, buddy. Analytics, DVC resorts, and DVC points used with Disney Cruise Line. I know both. Nice, Boom season. We need to talk. So we get Parallel Disney in the house. Welcome in, Parallel Disney. I'm trying to grow. Parallel Disney, then you are perfect. If you're Disney and you want to grow, Creator Talk Live is in an hour. It's 9:30 Central Time, 10:30 Eastern Time every Sunday. Me and Lynn and others talk about how we do what we do, and hopefully we help each other grow together. It's not one of those sub for sub things. I make fun of sub for sub things. It's one of those things where we talk about tools and growth and building community. Again, I'm going to drop my link to the Slack channel. There will be a DVC channel up there. There's a Creator Talk channel up there. It's just access to me and other people in our community, so we can help each other grow. Does that make sense? I think I'm done. Please do Parallel Disney, and again, everybody, welcome Parallel Disney into the chat. If my mouth works better in the second show, that'll be a good thing. I think that's it. All right, next week, Polka Dot Podcast. If you don't know them, you want to come and check them out. It's all about Disney. They're actually looking for cast members right now. You come next week, and we're going to hook you up with them. It's just going to be a fun time getting to know a new Disney creator. This show sticks all of 2021. Creator Talk Live tonight in about an hour. The tools of the trade, TubeBuddy, Epidemic Sound, and some others that we haven't talked about as much. I think that's it. I've been watching the streams that I like to see. Other parks, Terry Rose, that's the place to be. Then Jeff Reed, Make It Blue. So you are doing like podcasters, bloggers, and artists on Creators Live? Yeah, exactly. Podcasters is going to be in the beginning where I'm going to send my most invites. Bloggers, artists, yeah, I don't want to give away anything. I'm working on a few Disney artists, some of which you guys may have heard of, and some of you probably not. Yeah, I'm just trying. It's going to stay creators, and there'll be a whole bunch of Disney creators or YouTube creators still. But I want to expand it outside of that. I hope that makes sense. Members, thank you. If you're wondering why some people are in green and they got the little emojis, that's because they're members of the channel. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for using those emojis. Viewers, friends, fans, anybody who's here, I love you all. Yeah, that's it. In an hour. Creator Talk Live. I'm just checking the chat. I want to make sure I answer anybody's questions. Rocket and the babies are adorable. Nice, nice, nice. I think that's it. I'm going to let you guys go. We will be back in about an hour. Creator Talk Live. Me and Lynn. TubeBudy, Epidemic Sound, and all kinds of other stuff. That's it. Check out the link. One more time, I'll drop it for the Slack. It's free. Doesn't cost anything. Hopefully it's pretty fun, and it's a way we can talk about it. If you want to be a guest on the DVC show, if you're a DVC member or you've got some insight, we'll be looking for you right there. I think I've repeated myself like 3 times, so I don't want to be rude to you guys. That's it for now. See you in an hour on Creator Talk Live. Bye, everybody.